Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take another look here at Hero, see what's going on. Of course, is a request from my community members. Thank you so much for joining me. Of course, if you're new to the channel, and if you are, just know I have a trading community and an academy where I can teach you how to become a better trader. Ultimately, we are just all there to learn and grow together. It's an amazing experience. I send out signals as well for every single trade that I take. We have weekly roundtable discussions. Really awesome environment, and I'm super happy and thankful for everyone that's part of that. Thank you so much. Again, take a look here at Hero. We're going to start with some of the obvious. I like to touch on the 50-day SMA being above the price action. You see this a lot with a lot of coins right now, but it's not terrible because, in other words, if you kind of just bring this little descending type of pattern here, so to speak, that's forming, you can see we're due for a breakout potentially soon. So we're not there yet, but I do think the likelihood of breaking to the upside versus down is much higher, as well as a simple fact that the 50-day SMA is trending closer to about basically 7.2 cents. And if we can get above that, we'll be in very, very good shape. Not saying we're in bad shape now, it's just that we're underneath a moving average, and that does tend to work as a resistance. Same with 50 on the RSI. We need to get it back up above 50 on the RSI, and that is reflectant of 7.2 cents on the chart. So that key level Fibonacci retracement line is going to be impactful to get above that. Obviously, we want to celebrate the fact that we have a nice little 15% increase today. It may not seem like a lot, but that is definitely pretty big. And if you can tell, when there's less fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, it does very well. So Hero is pending a nice strong increase here soon. So we're looking very good in that sense, but just know that we're not completely out of the woods yet, but this is a very, very good start, good foundation of volume here as well. If we can look, you can see a lot more volume in the last last month or so, and we have a lot of volume below the price point right now. That's extremely important and will help us get back up over 7.2 cents quite easily. Okay, so again, very good stuff there on that. We're also above the 50 and the 200-day SMA on the 4-hour chart for Hero. Love to see this. This is extremely important. So this is going to be helpful in the big picture because obviously it helps us understand that we're doing well. We're also breaching, we're not quite there yet, but we're breaching a higher high on the 4-hour. So we're trying to get past that. Once we get above, I would just say somewhere in the range of about 6.7 or just say 6.8 maybe as a round number, we'll be in much better shape because not only will we be sufficiently above the moving average, we'll also have a close above this most recent high, which needs to be broken, right? We need to have a close above that point to consider that to be a higher high. Because right now we're still making lower lows in all reality, and that's not advantageous, okay? Again, just got to break that trend. We're up over 50 on the RSI. That is helpful. That does show the 50 on the SMA is also equally as good support. So that should hold. But again, we got to close above there in order to have any good sense of help there. All right, so taking a look here at the 1 hour, just kind of summarizing here on the 1 hour, we're probably back up above the cloud. Yes, we are, which is kind of good. Okay, let me explain that. When you see the price above the cloud, that's good, of course, but also when you see the price kind of trending right at the line, that could potentially work as a support level. In other words, this isn't 100% foolproof, but I do love the fact that we are free and clear of the price action here, conversion lines above the baseline, and we're trending above the cloud presently. This isn't a strong break above the cloud, but it's a very, very good sign. So technically speaking right now, that the Ichimoku cloud is giving us a buy signal. Okay. Furthermore as well, if we were to take a look, of course, at TD sequential, we can see we're at a 4 right now too, so the likelihood of continuing to the upside is also very high. Okay. So we're looking pretty darn good here overall for Hero. I do think that the likelihood of it continuing higher is still there. The most recent low is technically higher than the previous, so it is making higher lows. We just need to make that higher high, the official higher high, right? This guy needs to be higher than this one and we'll be in perfect shape. Once we see that, we should expect to see a break to the upside, and I think Hero's going to be looking very good here. So ultimately, I think this is definitely a good coin worth investing in. It's a great price point. I do feel like the potential of it coming up is much higher than it going down at this point, just based on its nice continuation patterns here recently. But ultimately, big picture too, I get this question a lot. How high is it going to go? Well, we got to kind of consider here, right? It's come up to a point of about 10.6 cents, and that was on the 17th of February, right? And ever since then, it's come all the way down to retrace about 50% in no less than, that's 7 trading days? 7, 8? Okay, let's just round up and say 10. There's 10 trading days there. And at this point, in the last 10 trading days, the price has come all the way down and back up again. So in that sense, if the price were to continue to progress upwards from here, we could see a 58% increase back to its most recent high. That's definitely a potential, because all it takes is, once again, less fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. We had less fear and doubt right here during this time frame between February 13th and the 18th. 17th, things changed, of course, but generally speaking, we're looking good then. All right? If we see the same thing happen again, say we get another couple of days of consolidation above 41,000 or 41,500 for Bitcoin, then I think Hero will continue to take off. Again, I think we're in really good shape here to see some great potential here from Hero. All in all, looking very good. We just want to see a higher high here. If we can just close above 6.8, I think we're looking very good. But I do like the cloud. The cloud's basically telling us we have a buy signal. We got a MACD convergence on the 4-hour, and ultimately we're above a key level resistance on the 4-hour as well with that 50-day SMA. Those are all good things. Those are things I like to typically add or have check those boxes in order to take entry. Again, I teach all this in my trading academy, but generally speaking, you want to wait for confirmation before you take entry, and we're pretty much there at this point for Hero. So I wouldn't hesitate to go ahead and add to your position. Consider taking I wouldn't say don't go all in ever. I never recommend that, but feel free to consider a position here for Hero, or if nothing else, at least add to your position, because I do think it's more likely than not we're going to continue to progress higher based on the cloud and some of those other indicators. All right, hopefully you found benefit here. Thanks again for joining me. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. If you're not currently a community member, consider joining. Looking forward to working with you. CryptoCache.tech. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.